Chapter 31 Heroes Feel Fear. Beholst and enkindled rekindlement co-op surge in power. Narrator. Fox stood in his paralysis state of experiencing for feeling this newfound emotion called fear. The fear he is experiencing, you ask? To be blunt, it, however most would think it be of calamity, it was in his fine-tuned piano psyche if he were to lose his now best friend Jin in battle. Thus an enkindled rekindlement of aura burst anew from Fox's inner self outwards to be exploded in reinvention to his name. Sensing this newfound power, Calamity was stopped in his tracks, only for Jin to experience for his first time this feeling of fear. What fear did Jin experience, you wonder? It is a most honorable scenario. Jin fears that he will not be able to save the life of his best friend, which he holds above his own. Thus an enkindled rekindlement of aura burst anew from Jin's inner self outwards to be exploded. What seemed to be simultaneously except due fact were seconds apart from each other was Fox to showcase first a defective mayhem. What is a defective mayhem, you ask? It is the power that lies within a general to turn from villain to allied hero, similar to a berserker controllee, except defective mayhem held only good intended aura. So now encased his adamantine boxer was the shine glimmer glow of diamond. As well, Jin succumbing to an inner surge of power as well brought forth to be used Catalyst, the Archwing 4K summon bestiary mode. This form basically housed Jin as its center, where most people would say a heart is located. One characteristic of Catalyst, the Archwing 4K summon bestiary mode, was its size being same to Corliss Berserker. Finally, Catalyst and Jin were able to conversate via two different mouths, so now the Archwing 4K's voice was not hearable in battle. Cunning 4K adamantine Fox. Fear it was, except without fear he was. He now bellowed Neo to his name, directed strictly to Calamity's ears. A traitor scum to run amok 4K, along with its newly found heroes fighting for of cause and democracy, I still stand firm opposing the King Almighty. In this hour of a climax final battle, recede back to you the fear I felt. I will return it as my enkindled rekindlement to my name, Neo, cunning 4K adamantine Fox. Narrator. In his quick step was revealed his newly reborn power. Not only orified were white feathers, except they became enshrouded in a complexion of diamond adamantine as well. As his increase of speed only became of obvious due fact, 4K adamantine Fox swept Calamity off his feet, where he once stood above Jin, to his downward fist hammering. So in a 360-degree rotation around each's body ensued this current battle flight. Unloaded were his 4K adamantine boxer hands to trouble Catastrophe's jaw, for now the difference was an added layered encasing of diamond over his adamantine evolution state process. So now the cunning as ever should he be unloaded, his 4K adamantine boxer hands straight to Calamity's face, encircled each other as was described not in an altitude increase in height, but instead in a singular straightforward path a little bit above 4K's crusted surface. Fox. Oh 4K Rocket's Knight, I the cunning, for I see that you are truly a man of your word. It's no decline of your aura which you set to its maximum of 130%. Your rank 3 ability, Precious Topaz, seems to mine and Jin's top priority, so I unleash my 4K adamantine boxer hands of a non-stop berserker barrage to your dome until I hear some intel leak on its functionality of a technique. So the ultimate beatdown began, of directed landed punches to his face from Fox unto Calamity, until the 4K Rocket's Knight was overwhelmed in a mere lightheadedness, dizziness, did he accidentally leak his technique ability secret. Calamity. Alright, just to get this annoying lightheadedness to go away, known as 4K Adamantine Fox's Unloaded Boxer Berserker Barrage. What you seek I have already placed with my aura, only buried under 4K's physical diamond earthy crust. To deactivate my rank 3 ability technique, one must only discover its true location and shatter my precious topaz into pieces. Thus, in a sense, which is victory. Jin. Leave that task to me, my best of my allied hero friend, cunning 4K adamantine Fox. For now I take it back to my roots of slavery labor, forced to mine 4K's unknown element, known as precious diamond, valuable to he only the King Almighty. Catalyst bestiary mode. Jin, in our new form, we now have unlocked the technique ability known to we two as Jin and Juice Hangover. Narrator. What Jin and Juice Hangover did to his functionality to technique was provide an obvious increase in his surge of newfound power. Now as Catalyst's form as tall as one of 4K's city's canopy skyscrapers, he does begin to speak his voice now hearable in battle by villain and hero. Also an obvious fact were his characteristics to be the same, just his increase in size. Once again, they are diamond ore-like wings, claws, and talons. Jin once again was located in his area of which most people would call a heart. Catalyst Bestiary Mode. Jin, let us dive underground and mine 4K's diamond crust. Jin and Juice Hangover is unlike Jin and Juice, which is a high-velocity, one-hard-hitting technique, similar to a pin needle being threaded. Jin and Juice Hangover is designed for pure power. Calamity, hear 4K Jack and Rock's forefather righteous warrior's voice bellow. Roar. Listen and listen well, for I personally have decided to become the assassin for democracy. Be I to be the first of we five to reveal a hearable voice at will. I'm Catalyst the Archwing 4K, chosen assassin for democracy. Jin. In essence, I go back to my roots. Mining underground in 4K's crust, he'll clock me in any time. Slow and steady, the tortoise wins the race. I feel you, Catalyst. Alright, now we begin of all mystery to Precious Topaz's location. Best of friend, continue your 4K adamantine unloaded box of Berserker barrage with hands. For two heroes felt fear, beholst and enkindled rekindlement co-op surge in power. Narrator. So Jin did not hesitate. He and Catalyst were like fate and destiny. Different, yes, each as their own individuals, yes, but their fates and destinies became intertwined the moment they met each other in life, both one and the same. So thus began a treasure hunt beneath 4K's crusted surface for Calamity's rank 3 ability, Precious Topaz. As soon as Jin and Catalyst began their search, he, the cunning to his name as ever, re-jump-started he to be named Neo, cunning 4K adamantine fox. Narrator. So the cunning be he in name, adamantine 4K fox, re-jump-started due in fact to his first out of 3 rights to battle, being in his pure ecstasy, and his second to cause commotion when commotion is already at hand, to continue the ultimate beatdown given by himself towards Calamity's lower jaw. In technique name his unloaded berserker barrage of his boxer hands, adamantine/4K. Holding on to a slim chance of threaded hope, it was his job to make sure Calamity's lightheaded dizziness ensued. This battle strategy lasted but a mere number of seconds until Fox and his peripheral caught a vision of Catalyst and Jin resurfacing from underneath 4K's diamond surface. Fox. I see you have resurfaced. The only question I ask of my best friend is this, Jin. Did you succeed in finding Calamity, Trouble, Catastrophe's Precious Topaz? Judging by the look in your eyes, I assume to your success in our victory. Now I speak to you directly, Catalyst, with Jin being located in an area which most human beings will call a heart. This I say to one of the forefathers of Gia. Shatter Calamity's Precious Topaz until it becomes shattered dust, drifting off in the wisp over the wind whilst making it have cloud envy. So thus did he, one of the 4K Rocket's knights, become instilled with cloud envy. As individual, he now knew this battle was no longer for mimic, mockery, fun, and games. For now he understood a battle to the death has finally found him. At last, his ultimate euphoria. Fox. Alrighty, best friends, Catalyst and Jin. You two fully understand what time it is. Now I talk and you better listen well, nigga. Oops. My bad, Calamity, for it be in my rapture, bliss, and ecstasy. It's time for cunning 4K adamantine fox to roll up his sleeves. For the commotion at hand, in order for my euphoria to cause more commotion, and in this final climax euphoria, push my battle dance step flight to new heights via allies. In presence be in my visual only Jin and Catalyst. Narrator. So with his precious topaz being crushed, dissipating, fluttering along with the whisper of the wind's breeze, did yell Fox with elation these next words. Here we go, Calamity, a 4K Rocket's night. I roll up my sleeves now, so get ready to feel pain from my berserker diamond barrage unloaded adamantine boxer hands. So the cunning as ever took along with his ecstasy of love that in simplicity to cause commotion when commotion is already at hand, and as usual, he to his name and cunning took fresh initiative with a bliss to his smile. His ultimatum go, defeat one of the 4K Rockets Knights, who once ruled above him in authority. In Fox's psyche was only aura of kindheartedness to all his new allied friends, especially Jin, who changed his perspective on what the meaning of battle dance step flight was to be named in his generosity as I am your back-to-back nigga. When I look at you to my right and you the same to your left, we need no need for words because of the bond of friendship we now share. Fox. Let me handle the close range combo combatant type style. Catalyst and Jin take to flight above me and provide me diamond like projectiles, hard hitter, slow and steady, and is the tortoise powerhouse of your newfound upgraded in pure power. And show this nigga he don't rule nothing in authority above us. Show this nigga the true fury of Jin and Juice hangover. Jin. As a hero, this is my personal integrity talking. So listen well before your doom calamity. Jin, you might learn something new. I think positive at all times. I live each day like it's the best of my life. Even through roadblocks, I don't go around them, I go over them. To be successful, I live, breathe, think, and eat it, and forge ahead. All in, no negative regrets let hold me back. Balls all in, balls all out, nigga. Catalyst bestiary mode. We now take battle dance flight to hover above Fox and Calamity using our bow and arrow type of diamond infused with flames that will instantly melt a blacksmith's weapon straight into the dirt. In altitude position, equip weaponry arms, bow and arrow shot. Narrator. Now with Calamity only able to use his kleptomaniac and Nada Lost accepted this climax battle to his fate. Then said, I think I learned something new, Pyronian Jin. I'm coming with balls all in and balls all out, nigga. So he then activated his kleptomaniac 50-50 full body coverage. A thief now to Jin's Pyronian flames and Fox's adamantine. He then used his Sony Dolo and rushed headfirst to meet Fox face to face to battle dance step. Narrator. Thus began the exchange of hands, being thrown between once allies, now enemies, where Calamity using his flame adamantine 50-50 boxer and Fox using his 4K adamantine boxer. This exchange was so intense, it made the air around them begin to swirl, picking up all surface 4K debris. In a matter of seconds in time, did it complete a 360-degree wind rotation, forming a city skyscraper height of a tornado, with Calamity and Fox as its center. Upon its completion, the Catalyst and Jin begin firing pinpointed arrows of flame diamond by sense of aura, targeting Calamity with their technique bow and arrow shot. So by grounding air levels did our heroes succeed in a co-op battle dance step flight attack. Thus their main priority was achieved, that being to minimize the 4K Rockets Knight's aura below 130%. To their expectation came sooner than later. With his aura being an estimate now of 75%, the Calamity back away in withdrawals, only to say this unto Jin and Fox as his last words. Calamity. Seems I underestimated my foes. Both these scum and traitor have opened my eyes to be seen in different perspectives. Do not worry, I do not run back to my former king. What do I mean, you both wonder? It is of my own personal fear I am feeling right now, and that is for me not to be able to bring my precious topaz back from shattered pieces to me into new life and light as 100% completion of a revival to its life. Narrator. Thus, in the moment Calamity felt his own personal fear during on-spot battle dance, was the moment he accepted his fate. Heading now separate ways was the trio to be named as worthy. Jin times Fox times Oblivion.